Hi. I don't know if you can hear me. For some reason, I feel like I can hear me. Like as soon as I pressed record and put the mic up to my mouth, suddenly my um, voice and everything feels and sounds weird and different. Whatever. Um, that's not the point of my whatever. So I'm assuming I'm experiencing burnout at this current moment in time. Heavily, heavily burnout. Either that or I'm just in the low in one of my bipolar swing swoos. I don't know. Or both. But it's been a really long time since I've had the feelings of suicide. Last night I had a dream of some sort. I don't recall. I've been working on my dream recalls. I just got back from work. I'm trying to remain okay with being alive at the moment, so forgive me if I'm not super put together. I don't care. I will never care. Yeah. And so I've been doing my best to recall my dreams and remember what it was I was traveling and doing and what jobs I was performing. But there was this overall feeling, like this suicidal feeling. And it did bother me a little bit because that has never happened to where I can remember or to where I was able to recall. I've increased my dreaming, my recalling as of over the last year. Maybe the past year and half year, not full year, half year, I've been, when I say past year, I mean thinking of the beginning of this year, but for the last 6 months, I've been doing my best to dream journal. So that way I can hopefully do better with recalling, better with lucid dreaming, because my goal is to lucid dream and be free, basically. And it's difficult to do that. There's all these different techniques and methods of how to do it. For me, I was heavily into messing with sleep paralysis. I know it scares a lot of people, but I grew up paranoid schizophrenic, so I know that sounds crazy. But I heard somewhere that you cannot diagnose a minor or someone under 16. I don't know if it was under 16 or if it was a minor. If it's minor, I'm in the clear. If it's under 16, I'm not in the clear. I mean, I'm in the clear because I don't have that. I don't claim that, and it's misdiagnosis. But yeah, my point is sleep paralysis was nothing to compare to what I was dealing with standing up, awake, conscious. Yeah, sleep paralysis was not scary to me. The first few times it occurred, I was definitely scared because I couldn't move. I'm like, what's going on? But I don't see anything preventing me from moving. But over time, those sleep paralysis definitely got interesting, definitely got scary. But when I say scary, I don't mean screaming, shaking, sweating, waking up in terror. I mean psychological thriller. Like, I rolled slash crawled out of my bed and my room door, I opened it or it didn't exist anymore, and the hallway is stretching and your mother is walking into her room, but then you call out to her, but you can't actually speak because you're in sleep paralysis and you're not technically super in this reality. And so, like, when she looks at you and starts walking towards you, but she can't because the hallway is stretching even farther. And you're just like, what? Yeah, that's not the point of this video. I'm not going into it right now, but yeah, that's just one of the little things that happened. And to me, alligators are not scary. And so there was one time where there was an alligator, a big that was probably the size of its head, and it was just the head, and it was next to my bed. I was really happy about that one. I love alligators. I've always loved alligators. They're just water cats. Yeah. Um yeah, that's what I was talking about. So I reached out to touch. So I was just petting its head, and alligators have such beautiful smiles. It's like, hey. And so that was a nice one. But some people, many people would probably find that terrifying, a giant alligator, because the size of its head being however big I made it that first time, that's just a head. That's a massive alligator. Massive alligator. Massive. And so that's, and you know me, I love big alligators because the small alligator. So I don't know. Not to eat, you disgusting weirdos. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, I looking around and trying to breathe and trying to catch a thought and figure out what exactly I was trying to say. I understand why people can fall into doing hard drugs. I understand. I don't do it. I'm not going to. That's not what I'm saying. It's not a confession or a warning that I'm about to go into hard drugs. That's crazy. I'm probably allergic to them. Yeah. If you know me, you know I'm allergic to existing. Down to suicidal attempts. I'm mentally allergic to it and physically allergic to it. Who would have known? You would have thought I wasn't supposed to be here or something. Yeah, so I get it. I get it. Because whether it's medication that you've been prescribed from a psychiatrist or your general practitioner who thinks that they're qualified to prescribe you medication that they're not, which ends up sending you into bipolar up and downs because they forgot about the antipsychotic part of the bipolar, and so now you have been receiving serotonin, suicide. I'm not on any type of prescribed psychiatrics anymore because that shit don't work for me. And